I have a brief amount of information to give you about the events that transpired in Red Deer yesterday. We haven't a great deal more new for you, but I will answer any questions you do have. To go over what happened yesterday, the Red Deer RCMP became involved in a member-related shooting at 2 p.m. yesterday afternoon, just outside of the city of Red Deer, where we were in a confrontation with a suspect who had collided with a number of unoccupied vehicles with a stolen front-end loader that had been stolen from an industrial park within the city of Red Deer shortly before 2 p.m. That front-end loader had also collided with an unoccupied police car shortly before the shooting, and as well, about an hour, 90 minutes before this event, the suspect who ended up being shot and was deceased on scene was also involved in a collision with several other vehicles near towards Sylvan Lake in the Burt Lake area, and in that case came into collision with an occupied civilian truck and a police car as well at that time. The deceased had been sought by the RCMP since early that morning with regard to a serious sexual assault and an attempted murder from earlier in the morning, the sexual assault upon a female and the attempted murder upon a male. The male had been trying to protect the female from the original assault. All the persons involved in this event were from the Red Deer area, and our deceased is a male, 37 years old, as I say, also from the Red Deer area. Now, as I believe you know, because of a police-involved shooting and the protocols in Alberta, the Alberta Serious Incident Response Team has assumed control of the investigation from the shooting going forward. As directed by the province of Alberta, the RCMP retains the investigation authority for everything that occurred just prior to and leading up to the shooting. At this time right now, I would like to ask the public that if they have any information or they saw or recorded any information, particularly about the front-end loader as it made its movements through the industrial park and leaving just to outside the city of Fort Saskatchewan where the shooting ultimately occurred, at Red Deer, outside of Red Deer, if they could contact the Red Deer RCMP at area code 403-343-5575 or your local police service, or calling Crime Stoppers. So I'll take any questions that you might have.
Anything, Inspector, about the imminent danger that the officers could or must have felt in order to withdraw their firearm?
Well, it's procedure and common sense for the police if they consider that the public is in imminent danger of bodily harm or death, that we are authorized to be able to use sufficient force to stop that, which often involves drawing our service pistol. So they would have felt that either for the public or for themselves in order to draw their pistol. But beyond that, I cannot speak to this specific incident.
Where did the actual confrontation occur?
It was in a field just north of the city of Red Deer.
When the truck was stolen, how long was that proceeding? Like about an hour, hour and a half while they were chasing him?
Were we talking about the front-end loader?
Front-end loader, yeah.
The exact amount of time, I don't know. It wasn't very long, but sufficient time for the deceased to drive that front-end loader through a considerable amount of that industrial park in the northwest corner of the city, causing a lot of damage to vehicles and property, and then be able to move out of that industrial area to just north of the city into this field.
What methods were you